Hi, hello, I am Lottie, aka Sneezy Ferret, and I want to make something really clear before I get into this video. I am in no way, so don't accuse me of it, I am in no way trying to say that the digital ID card that is being planned for the EU has anything to do with the Britcard planned for the UK. I'd never do that. Starmer's already made it kind of clear what will be on the Britcard, and it will just be our name and our date of birth, etc. It won't be any of this stuff as well. This is just for the EU. Now, Starmer wants to put the Britcard in place by the end of his tenure as Prime Minister, and the EU is going to be putting this new digital wallet in place by the end of 2026. Once again, I am not trying to say that they are both the same thing. Not at all. I am a good girl. So now that I'm sat here regretting using the words I am a good girl and putting them online, let's get into what the digital ID for Europe and the personal digital wallet actually is. So it says a digital ID and personal digital wallet for EU citizens, residents and businesses. EU digital identity wallets will provide a safe, reliable and private means of digital identification for everyone in Europe. Every member state will provide at least one wallet to all of its citizens, residents and businesses, allowing them to prove who they are and safely store and share and sign important digital documents. It says, your personal data tells your life story. You should be the one to control it. I'm not sure how introducing something which is mandatory and mandatorily tells you that you must put your data up online allows you to then control doing so. Makes no sense to me. EU digital identity wallets will make it possible. It will be an easy and secure way for European citizens, residents and businesses to prove who they are when accessing digital services. The wallets will enable you to safely request, store and share important digital documents about yourself and electronically sign or seal documents. Obtaining a new bank account, enrolling in a university abroad, or applying for your next dream job will be as easy as it is secure. I'm not so sure how they're going to make this secure. I've spoken about this a lot lately, but here's my problem. If there is such a wonderful, magical, secure system that they can put in place to secure our data and our information, why isn't it already in place in all of our crucial departments, such as MOD and our militaries, and across our government services? Because it's not. The amount of cyber attacks that each of them have had just in the UK, and that's not including other countries which also have the same issue, why won't they put that secure framework in place now? Why are they waiting? Because it doesn't exist, that's why. And your privacy will always be respected. You control what data is shared and who gets to use it. The European Digital Identity Framework entered into force in May 2024. Each member state will offer at least one version of the EU Digital Identity Wallet built to the same common specifications by 2026. Now, what concerns me about this is more what it will be used for. So its use cases. So let's get into those. So first of all, we've got driving license. Request a digital version of your driving license. Download, store and share your mobile driving license, eliminating the need for a physical copy of it. Next, government. So accessing government services. Save time accessing digital public services. Access digital public services nationally and across borders by using your wallet to securely identify and authenticate yourself. Payments, which is the one thing that I'm really worried about. Make your online transactions easier. The wallet offers a single way to identify yourself to all your bank accounts. Easily authorize payments through your wallet. Now, very specific to banking, no need to trek down to a bank branch. Verify your identity when opening a new bank account entirely online using just your wallet. Isn't that great? All of this stuff just there on your phone. All of it. Education. Never lose the diploma you worked so hard for again. Easily store and share all your education credentials when applying to a new job or university. Health. Keep your health close at hand. Easily collect prescribed medications at a pharmacy for yourself or loved ones, even when in another country. Social security. Verify your social security entitlements. When working abroad, prove that you are covered by your home country's social security. You can also store and share your European health insurance card. Telecom. Registering a new prepaid SIM card just got easier. In a new member state, use your wallet to easily verify your identity and buy a new prepaid SIM from a local provider. travel documents. Store and share key travel documents in your wallet. Store your visas, passport, and other travel documents in your wallet. Easily check into flights and hotels. Signature. Signing contracts. Your wallet will make business flow. Sign contracts with just your wallet. Create a secure digital signature for any document. Organizational identities. Prove your professional affiliations. Your wallet lets you prove who you are and who you work for when completing transactions in a business context. So the EU Digital ID is pretty much everything. All of your details. Passport, your driving license, travel documents, visas, everything. Your health stuff. But ours isn't going to be that. Ours is just going to be our name and our date of birth and a photo. Here's why I really don't believe that, okay? So let's cut the stuff about speculation. Here's why I don't believe it. And you've got... Starmer can blame himself for this one. So let's take a bit of a history lesson. Back when Tony Blair was the Prime Minister of the UK, the golden age apparently of the Labour Party, they tried to do this. They tried to introduce digital ID cards. About 16,000 of them were rolled out, if I can remember correctly, and people just didn't want it. So it went away, they rolled it back, and so we won't talk about this anymore. Until more modern day, where Keir Starmer was elected as Prime Minister of the UK. Now, just 48 hours he had been Prime Minister, and Tony Blair rears his head to put out an article about the digital ID and how much he loved it. Because he does love it. Now, I'm not going to read everything that he put in that article because it's long, and I think there were two, because there's one on his actual website, and that's where I'm taking this from. So it says, imagine that all your health information was in one place. Easy, with your permission, for anyone, anywhere in the health service to see. That your passport, driving license, anything you need to prove your identity were all in one simple digital wallet, unique to you. That you could purchase and pay for any goods or services using your digital ID. Now, obviously, at that point in time, Labour had just come into power again after many, many years, and it was Starmer in charge. And the Labour Party immediately rejected Blair's call for digital ID cards, even mentioning that we will not have digital ID cards to cut migration. It says, in an intervention less than 48 hours after Sir Keir Starmer took office, his predecessor renewed his call for digital ID cards to help with the border crisis. Now, members of his cabinet were then asked about this, and they made it clear that they were against digital ID. Yvette Cooper was asked, and she said, it's not in our manifesto, that's not our approach. Instead, she said the government was setting up a new enforcement and returns unit, as well as targeting people smuggling gangs to prevent small boat crossings. Asked about the possibility of introducing digital ID cards, Mr. Reynolds as well told Times Radio, we can rule that out. That's not something that's part of our plans. But it was, wasn't it? A year later? So the difference between a truth and a lie when it comes to the Labour Party is, 12 months? And we're told that we are spreading misinformation and speculating. It's because you're liars. It was a lie. Or you will probably say, no, it wasn't a lie, we just changed our minds because we looked into it a little bit and found that it might actually be useful. Please. Most people in the UK, again, don't want digital ID, and it's because of this kind of crap. You lie to about why, you lie to about what it will be. Again, not trying to speculate. I'm literally trying to look at this as non-speculatively as I... Alright, not a word, but anyway. As I can, but all I do is remember history. I remember what I'm told. I don't have a goldfish's memory, Starmer. I can remember what Blair said. I remembered the article, so I went looking for it. That's your problem. You're not dealing with people, yes, with goldfish memories or children. You're dealing with grown adults who can see right through you. And that's why I will continue to make these videos. So keep making comments about the digital ID because I will keep digging. As will a lot of people online. There's a lot of people who do not want this, do not want to be forced into something that the person in charge they don't trust. So I'm going to leave this video here. I hope you found it interesting, informative, and not in any way misinformative. Yeah, I love my words today. I'm tired. I need to have a nap. Mainly because I've been really busy. My cat decided to vomit on my bed, and as you can see, I've got quite a few pillows and everything. Yes, it was fun. So, love you all. Take care. See you all in the next video. Bye bye.